And there should be a process, a robust
Okay, listen,
process
this
in
is fair
place to
use,
make
fair
sure
use, fair
that to allow
use,
people who are going
fair
to
use. I know
contribute
this is not
rather
a
than just
YouTube
have them
channel
open for
per se, but fair
indiscriminately
use.
for everyone.
Basically, people that can assimilate to them.
Okay, listen. Listen, you can't have open borders. Oh boy, who am I to say anything, right? Having your immigrant, so she's actually from South Africa, which I'll express that in a minute. See, I would comment, and I'll leave my comment, but they got strict rules on what you can say, what you can't say. So these guys on YouTube too, by the way. So they hopefully don't understand. I'm doing a reactionary video about this on MSN. So fair use, and hopefully they'll understand. So with MSN. Yeah, she's immigrant. She come from South Africa, all black to mostly white country. I wonder what type of neighborhood she lives in. Is it mixed, mostly white, or mostly black like South Africa? And I wonder if she's racist too, or biased, or scared of black people. Yeah, no, she said she's from South Africa. It doesn't mean she's not scared or nervous around black people. So she probably live isolated. Anyway, let's see what's going on with this. All right, hold on.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Hold on, South
It
Africa.
depends.
Is in place to make sure that to allow people who are going to contribute rather than just have them.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it. It depends on what's going to be safe.
Now look at this
Because in
silly
my
black.
just
Uncle
my
Tom don't know
opinion,
no better.
you look at the construction, all the hard work, it's the only ones doing it. So if you close it, who's going to do it?
Hard work. Oh, is this black guy? That's what I'm saying. He can't be 100% black. He can't be FBA. He cannot be FBA. He cannot be. First of all, you shouldn't be talking like that, regardless if it's true or not. Second of all, they're not the only one doing it. It's the only one to do for cheap and obedient and servitude type of labor. Okay, which construction owners and general contractors like. They like guys that are cheap, obedient, and do what they're told. Almost like akin to slave. If you know what I mean, if you're FBA. I hate when black people talk like this. It just drives me up the wall. It's like talking backwards. I can't deal with black people like that. And no, sometimes there's many black people in construction. They love doing construction. But they're not going to do it for no $13 an hour and treat it like shit. They're not going to do it. Okay? So, no. You don't give people a fair... Plus, when black people do want it, they don't give a fair chance because, hey, we got an immigrant that we like. He's light-colored. He's obedient. And doesn't seem threatening. Unlike you, silly. One of the definitions of silly right here. Let's keep going. Let's see what this plantation level is gonna say.
That's just my opinion.
They're the only ones doing it? I've heard this response
I'm getting
countless
tired
times
of
on
it.
the
Me
street.
too.
People say that to me pretty frequently. I just went out and did a video with John Doyle talking about
You
the
know, a lot of people do
border
it.
crisis, and that was a common response. It's the only construction workers. Now, if you're working in construction, perhaps you can enlighten me. Drop something in the comments and let us know your personal experience with that. But just from my experience, working in California over the last handful of years, not even YouTube, I'm talking about outside of YouTube before I even got involved in that, we were hiring legal immigrants when they were doing contracting work and all that. Perhaps there's a decent amount of illegal immigrants.
Do you hire any black people? Do you have black people that want to work
Probably
it?
in Texas, I would imagine as well. But I don't know. I think...
Did you hire any black people that wanted to work? Did you pay them a fair wage? Did you treat them like human beings, like good workers? Did you? Stop the bullshit. That's the $1 million answer that I want. That's a $1 million question I want answered. Did you hire any black people that wanted to do? Or do you think all black people are lazy and couldn't do it anyway, so you dismiss them and hire your favorite obedient, foreign, lighter skinned immigrant workers? Because you thought native born workers are lazy and you thought black people was even lazier. That's the only answer I want you. It's the only question I want you to answer. That's it. Please. Yes, I work in construction, so I know what I'm talking about.
Saying they're the only people doing construction is a bit of a stretch. And I did want to touch on this conversation with this lady right here. Taylor did a great job at bringing up the assimilation topic around all of this, because that is an incredibly important part about.
I wonder if assimilation means you gotta hate dark-skinned people in America. You gotta treat them like dirt. You gotta treat them like shit. That's the only thing I wanted to know. Is that what assimilation means? All right. Does assimilation actually mean do what the dominant ethnic and the economic part of society does, so you can feel just like them? I just want to know if that's what assimilation means.
Legal immigration is you want people to come into the country that are willing to assimilate, that want to be Americans. That's how you're going to build a strong country. I think partially, actually, pretty much the entire.
I think you build a strong country and making sure you can get everybody who is American citizens a job. There's a lot of small town people who don't have jobs and they wish they can work in construction jobs. The immigrants are working, but there's no government program to get them to those jobs in different states, in different towns, in different cities. They could put the migrants in the hotel, but they can't put American citizens from small towns into a hotel in a big city so they can get to those jobs. Then they can pay for those hotels. You don't do that. Nobody speaks on that. Get tiring. These silly kids call themselves grown. All right. Sorry I gotta make primitive YouTube reaction videos like this, but I got doing the ways of making YouTube videos like everybody else and other content creators. Sorry.
A reason for wanting open borders is because you actually don't like the country. You do not care about assimilation.
Do you think there are negative consequences to mass migration, at least to the amount and the extent that we're seeing right now under this administration in America?
Oh, lots of negative consequences. Clearly. And especially the border states. But not just the border states, because, of course, people are being distributed around the country to places that aren't really set up to receive them. So, no, I think this country needs to get it under control. And it's not just at the border. It's also working with the countries that, are sending a lot of the folks up here who probably don't know
They
them.
are sending
The UN
them
facilitating things,
indirectly.
giving them money cards,
Yeah,
buying them tickets.
I'm sure a lot of
And
these
a
people,
lot of people
just
making
don't
money
know
off
better.
this, too.
They're given disinformation. They're lied to. They're deceived. People take money from them,
That's right.
promising them a future that's
That's
just
right.
not going to happen when they get here. So,
That's
I mean,
right.
my heart goes out to them, but there is a right way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you have
right.
cartel, all these people collecting thousands of dollars from each person that they're
That's
dropping
right.
off at the southern border. Not only that, though, you have Eric Adams. Imagine what the other 9 million plus are doing to the southern states.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think there's that.
That's a big
Yeah,
concern.
but
There are
assimilating
a lot of good people.
a lot of
that just
good
wanna
people
come here
coming
for a
in.
better life. There's no doubt about that.
But coming in, you create a dynamic where other people, you're doing something. There's a rippling effect of a lot of people coming inside this country, okay? And there's a rippling effect. It's an indirect or direct rippling effect where a lot of people mean they're getting jobs for low or lower pay, while American citizens who can't get their job for whatever reason, whether it's based on ethnicity or race, or the fact they won't be obedient, be submissive, and and submissive to the point where and won't accept low pay. Also, too, less people trying to get a job means those jobs will have to raise their standards and their wages. And a lot of companies don't like that. That's why I'm not pro-immigration at all, but I am for some form of immigration, but not the mass and nothing too overwhelming as far as people coming in here, because it does lower wages and standards and practices, and it hurts dark-skinned people who can't get those jobs. You know how hard it is to get a job in New York? It used to be you just go and look in the paper, you get a job, you know somebody. Some people will even ask you, they're like, do you have a job? You like to work here? They will have advertisement in newspapers and online, outside the store windows. Now that doesn't happen at all. You wonder why? Because of mass immigration and quote unquote assimilation. And I know a lot of these powerful companies and there's a lot of secret job hiring halls, if you want to call them, where some people know where to go to in order to get a job. All right, there is a lot of that in New York. I'm sure in some other places too. How you come from another country and you all of a sudden you land a job within weeks, if not a week, that quick in a small town or in a small city. Okay, go ahead. Never mind. Let's go.
But it is not the United States' job to inherit the entire third world and
That's
take
true.
care of them.
That's
And mixed in with that is what this guy's talking about. He's not wrong about that. Not wrong about that at all.
Yes, like experiencing more culture and more people.
So long it doesn't
is
affect you.
A positive.
So if it don't affect you,
Well,
affect
okay,
you, you won't be
well-
talking like that.
Hold on. We're talking about the jobs. We're acknowledging that the jobs are being taken. And by the way, it disproportionately affects minorities and inner city communities. By the way, the low-wage
right.
earners,
That's
that's who
right.
it
That's
disproportionately affects. So this lady's
And usually
racist.
people-
No, I'm just kidding. But
usually
when it comes
people-
to ignoring all the other issues.
Usually people who are lighter skinned, the mayonnaise community, they do not like giving a lot of good jobs that earn a lot of money to dark skinned people, especially from the inner city. They do not. For the most part, they do not. And I've experienced that firsthand. I'm a little older now, so I can talk. I'm close to 50s, so I know what I'm talking about. They don't like it. They prefer people from a foreign country with no relation to slavery and who is lighter skinned and who is submissive and compliant and obedient. Please, take it from me. See this lady? Nothing will affect her. The United States government is going to make sure nothing affects this lady. Nothing. That's why she can talk like that. And let's go.
Right? The illegal immigrants make up about like close to 25% of federal drug crimes. You have in many, but not just that. Not just, we're just
I never knew
excluding
this.
that for
I never
a
knew
moment.
this.
Let's talk about
Never
the
heard about
gotaways.
this. I never heard of gotaways.
600,000 gotaways per
I
year.
never-
These are
I never
people that are
got it.
deliberately
Never heard that
avoiding
before.
Border Patrol because if they get caught, they will be deported. These are criminals. These are gang members. These are drug runners, cartel members. So 600,000 known gotaways. Not even talking about unknown gotaways.
Yeah, never heard that before. Gotaways, really? I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I'm sure when I come through the border, they come through some other means. And they're here laughing in my face, calling me nigger every day. Yeah, the word nigger comes from a foreign person. Better speak their language if he speaks it, but don't speak it at all. And come here illegally. And eventually going to get citizenship. So he bringing in people. He's a criminal bringing in people to take my job or slow my chance of getting a good paying job. Then walking around the streets calling me a nigger and looking down at me like I'm a nobody. All right, anyway, let's go ahead, right? We'll be here all fucking day. And we got black people supporting this because I guess they well off or better off or think nothing can happen to them. This is sick.
What is the positive effect for those people coming to the country? Just curious. Name.
Okay, this lady don't see a dark side, a downside. Let me see, how can I put this? She has to see a downside. I wonder if she saw a downside if the old was living in her neighborhood. I wonder.
People say against it, like, oh, they'll take all our jobs or what. That's a
Bullshit.
load of nonsense to me.
Do you think crime
That is
could
not
potentially be an
nonsense.
issue, or the
It's not nonsense. I
assimilation
don't got a
of people
job, so
that
how can they
don't
not take my
carry
job?
American values or culture, or do you think that's not as important?
I don't think there would be much of a difference in crime anyway, regardless of open borders or not.
Yeah, lady, I don't think you know what you're talking about. You live in a fantasy world, I guess. I'm not too sure where these guys are actually at and who and where they're asking these questions. I mean, what state or city they're asking these questions to whom. I don't know what city or state they're asking this question in. You know, I know there's people from California, New Mexico, or La La Land, but yeah, believe me, there's a place in the United States called La La Land. A lot of people are living in it, contrary to popular belief.
But
All right, let me see what what she has to say.
I don't know if she thinks that made sense, but that definitely
I was
did
going to
not
say the
make
same thing.
sense.
That's right.
It's really hard to tell with people like this if they're just completely ignorant or they just simply do not care. It's
Yeah,
either
exactly.
this wild lack of self-preservation,
Exactly.
which, by the way, not even the conversation at all. America first.
That's right.
Prioritize
That's
American
right. That's
citizens.
right.
We have tons
That's
of
right.
disasters going on in this
Yes,
country right
tons.
now. Prioritize
Fixing
fixing
it
it
up.
up. Have you gone around inner city communities
Inner
and
city.
seen
She forgot
those
about that.
communities? Let's work on uplifting Americans, not
forgot.
importing tens of
Yeah,
millions
and
of
forgetting about
illegals.
everybody
Man, I
else.
vote for Trump. Trump all day.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
he
voting for
said
Trump.
the right thing this
I
time.
voted for Biden. He ain't do shit. I paid
Okay.
for a vote. Yeah, I
Well,
regret it. I'm voting for Trump. I told
Smart,
my fiance we
smart.
vote for Trump. And look, we didn't vote
Smart.
for Trump. Look now, look what happened. When Trump was in
Smart.
president, everybody got free money. You got free money. I got free money. She
So
got free money.
immigration
Everybody
deportation
get a
is
bag. I
making-
get a bag. Everybody get a
Well,
bag.
and the money that you were making was actually what it was worth instead of half the prices.
Yeah, and when Biden.
Yeah, you know what? Not for nothing, but Trump deporting a lot of immigrants and migrants or whatever the case may be, creating a lot of opportunity for construction. A lot. So keep up the good work, Donald Trump. Some of your policies and the way you do, some of your policies are good, but the way you're doing it, carrying out it is wishy-washy, flaky, bakey. But other than that, keep up the deportation because it's helping my job prospects. Please, please, please. Thank you. Anyway, it's funny a black guy got it right. You know, it's the same black guy that was talking backwards, but he got it right this time. Anyway.
Biden got an offer, I'm a truck driver. Biden got an offer, shut our whole shit down.
How's that gas treating you?
Yeah. I'm voting Trump, baby. Trump.
That guy rocks. It's pretty funny. I've heard that argument multiple times of like Trump getting that, but it sounds like this guy also, aside from that, obviously, it sounds like he also sees a difference between Biden and Trump in his own life.
It is different. Big
That's
difference.
Pretty cool to see, but
Big
I think
difference.
Taylor did a fantastic job. This guy's kind
Alright, thanks for watching my reactionary videos. If YouTube allows me, I'll keep them up. I'm also reacting to a lot of people doing a lot of things because sometimes you leave these comments on these channels and stuff. You know, I don't know if whether it's YouTube or MSN or whoever the case may be, they're gonna shut it down. So maybe if I make my own comments and reactionary videos, reaction to videos and my own comments to them, maybe I get my point across more. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again. And once again, fair use, fair use, fair use. Reactionary video, reactionary commentary, fair use. Thank you. Listen, today is March 2026. Alright? And today is Sunday. I'll allow you to guess what Sunday it is. March 2026 Sunday. Thanks for watching.